Welcome to SHI'ßböX. Here's your host. Oh yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to SHI'ßböX. Welcome to the most bestest Xbox only exclusive all things Xbox show on the internet. Well, welcome to SHI'ßböX. That's probably a better way to phrase that. We didn't mean to get ahead of ourselves. We are just so in love with all things Xbox, of course. That's why we're here. With zero outside influence or any kind of, biased things affecting our feelings of Xbox or towards Xbox. Those are non-existent here because us here at SHI'ßböX are all things Xbox. That's right. So we've got a great show for you today, and you might be saying like, what, SHI'ßböX? You never have a great show for us. We might be saying, well, stop picking apart our format. We've got a show for you today. That's better, motherfucker. Whoa, we just started. All right, so today, I guess we're starting with the M rating. We are talking about ratings in games. That's right. And what better way to talk about ratings in games than to go ahead and whip out the meat right off the forefront. And that's right, you might be saying, that doesn't make any sense, SHI'ßböX. We'd be saying, oh, don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. Because we're whipping the meat out. And it's called the cyberpunk meat. That's right. Right off the bat. Character creation. You are going to kind of size up your choices for how you want to play the game. And one thing that's phenomenal and great about Xbox is it's like, man, they don't censor that shiznit. So when you want to, kind of have all aspects of control over the options of your character creation, that is all an opportunity that you can partake in, should you choose to have the veil of your eyes peeled back and experience the game in all its glory. But that's just some of the options that are out there, right? And you might be saying like, SHI'ßböX, that is some rated M ass shit. And we'd be saying, yes, we already said that. Obviously, we're starting right off the bat with rated M, all right? There are ratings in games, okay? And now you might be of the old school thought and opinion, man, where, censorship, man, is dumb. Well, we're here to tell you that that is still correct. Yes, censorship in a lot of regards, in most regards, yeah, censorship in all regards is pretty dumb. All right? People need to be able to access. The only oversight needs to be internal and one's, self, all right? Maybe parental oversight in many regards, and that would help out in a lot of ways, shape, and form in society, but that doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there, okay? We are not psychologists, okay? We are not whatever. We're not here for that. We're here to talk about the size of the genitalia that you can choose to have or not have. Wait a minute. No, that's not the episode. Hold on, we're confused now. This one's rated M. There are ratings across the board, and they're rated different things for different reasons. Obviously, staring at a big schmeckle in front of your face, while you're playing the game is a little different than not. So, it's rated M, because that's a mature thing, Obviously. There's a variety of games, man, and there are companies that are notorious for just toting the line of, man, we want every single player base that we can kind of have or get or utilize, and we need to hit that sweet spot. Because while you have games that are rated M, okay, where you can fine-tune the game's meat and potatoes, you have games that are a little more laid back, a little more chill, a little more family friendly, okay? Like Peppa Pig, right? And that's rated E for everyone, because everyone can enjoy this. Everyone can play this. Everyone could choose the size of their junk when they're playing this if they choose to, if they're playing this. But obviously, if you have a 5-year-old playing Peppa Pig, you'd be saying, they patched Cyberpunk. Play this shit, motherfucker. And the kid will be like, I'm corrupted for life, bitch. I'm going to be a fucking, I don't know what I'm going to do on my life path and journey. It's like, no, parental oversight. No, you are not ready to choose your schmeckle to peckle. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to. What does make sense is that they do kind of have a blanketed rating system, all right, for games that affords you the knowledge that, hey, if little Jimmy's going into the store and he wants to play as Big Jimmy and he's not ready to, then you go play Peppa Pig. And it's great, all right? And there are, yes, extremes where it's like, okay, well, you're talking about some NC-17 stuff, all right, with some of these M ratings. There's other ones that are just blowing people up in sheer violence that are rated M. It's like, yes. And there's a big difference between blowing people up and completing tasks with your friends, okay? My name's Peppa. Oink, oink, oink. I'm a fucking pig and stuff, right? Yeah, that's probably, I don't know, maybe that's probably, they don't swear in the game. That's not going to be in there. What is going to be in there is wholesome, kid-friendly entertainment. What's going to be in here is fucking all the good shit, okay? That's left over. All right? Games are out there. The ratings are on them. And you have companies that are able to very nicely, very safely, on a very recurring basis, tote that line of, hey, we're just edgy enough to kind of bring in these older adult players, and we're, toned down enough to where people who aren't necessarily quite ready for mature content, man, can play. All right? And in order to really drive the point home, we're going to have to go back behind the curtain where the sausage is made. And you might be saying, SHIßböX, hurry up this time. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We'll try. All right. So, we'll go behind the curtain where the sausage is made. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Toting that line. Mm-hmm. Yep. Perfect. Yes. Well, that's not a good one there. But you got games that have just enough violence in them, just enough edginess and language in them, okay, to really bring people into the realm of liking a franchise, or it being edgy enough for them to play and not kiddie enough for them to not want anything to do with. All right, obviously, generally, most players that play Doom are not going to immediately log off of a, online play sesh, right? Short for session. They're not going to log off. We are a boomer channel after all. We have to explain things to all ones of our viewers. How about sesh? Short for session, obviously. We don't let her down in the basement here often, so we try and afford her the increase in knowledge that we can when we can. Neither here nor there. People who go into Doom aren't immediately going to log off of a play session, yes, and jump right into a, round of, let me go through the campaign of Peppa Pig again, okay? It's not going to happen. But game companies have toted the line to find that nice little fine tune, man. Some of them are really good at it. EA, they got a lot of the sports ball games, stuff like that, where they can just copy and paste and copy and paste. And yeah, I mean, for every time, really, every iteration is the last iteration, just with updated names. Maybe, that's it. Presumably, I don't know, there might be more mechanics or something, but, A or X still hikes, and you can still pull up the receivers and show the routes, and you still throw the ball in the timed manner, and, the algorithms do the rest. Great. You can have a lot of fun. Sure, yeah. Buy the same game every year. Cool. All right. So EA, they tote the line. They're really good at it and such, okay? But you got, games like, Final Fantasy and, more kind of games that have an adult draw to them and stuff, a little bit of mature. They might have a little edgy language here and there, but it's not going to be as vulgar throughout. Or as, monumentally, graphically violent throughout, man, as a lot of other titles. So it's kind of that nice balance in order for all of these game companies to have access to the different pools. So it's that sweet spot, all right? You might be saying well, SHIßböX, what's your point, man? Why even talk about this? We used to be saying, I don't know, it's free content. We'll tell you why we talk about it. We'll reenact the phone call that we got. We didn't say it was a good idea to do an episode on this, but now we'll just show you. So we're sitting there on our day off. What? Let me guess, yeah. Okay. No, I didn't check my email because it's my day off and I'm not working on my day off. Well, I don't care if you don't think what I do is work. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Well, what do you want a show about? What's the episode going to be about? Well, that's stupid. No one's going to like it. What do you mean we have to do it? Well, how many views did the last episode get? Well, that's ones of views. Well, so why do we got to do another one? What do you mean my contract's not expired yet? Well, I can't pay it off if you don't pay me. Well, what do you mean the ratings tie into... That's bullshit. No, this is dumb. No, you know what? I rate you a not good manager. And then, that probably ruined the rest of his night. And that's just how it kind of goes, you know? I mean, you push our buttons far enough and we're going to say that that's not good. What's not good about some of these ratings... Oh, nice tie-in, SHI'ßböX. Shh. We're segueing. What's not good about some of these ratings is that some games are inherently held up because of them, all right? And you might be saying, like, what do you mean some games are held up? It's like games that are rated T, all right, a lot of times would be substantially better plays if there were more liberties taken with the realism, more liberties taken with the gameplay, more liberties taken with the storyline, more liberties taken with the vocabulary, okay? And we're not saying that you have to make it a SHI'ßböX episode and drop that many profanities in there. Apologies, we don't mean to all the time. Okay? But some games are inherently held back by these restrictions that are put on place in them to say to the developers or the creators, like, hey, we know that this game consists of going around with a gun or a weapon, stealth killing people and stuff like that, but we want SHI'ßböX's old people boomer gamer money, and we want the younger generation's money that's just getting out of fucking their last campaign run through a Peppa Pig, and they got money to blow from, their last little graduation endeavor birthday event. Okay? Insert event. Here's some cash in a card here. Okay? They want that money too. It's almost like everywhere you turn nowadays, everyone wants money. Checking out at a gas station, give me money. Of course, tipping in a restaurant is always due. But now, it's just gotten absurd to the point where, like, there's some freestanding locations of businesses that aren't necessarily dine-in establishments and such, where you interact with one transaction. They turn that little fucking kiosk around, and they put out their hand, and they're like, you can give me 10%, 15%, 20% if you wanted to. And it's like, we beg for money here all the time. We tell people all the time we are like the hobo on the internet. Okay? But there's a difference between this hobo on the internet being like, take care of yourself first. Take care of people you don't love as much as us. Unlikely. Second. Take care of your loved ones and family and friends. Third. Anyone else who needs it more, fourth. But when you get down to that fifth, and you're like, man, I got a couple pennies that are here on the street. That's us trying to pick those up from you and saying, we will take anything that you got. That doesn't matter. All these companies, all these businesses, all these everything want the money. And for a lot of game developers, creators, things of that, they think the money's going to be in the overall sales of a game that pertains to either, a rating X, Y, or Z. Just we'll have a bigger player base if we hit the teen rating. Or, they put all these marketing investments and dollars and things like that into these games and decision-making processes and things of that nature. In some regards, it might very well work. In some regards, it might be intelligent for a company to do that, a game developer in the studio, anything along those nature lines. Might be really smart for them to do that. Say, hey, we really need to hit a wider market base to try and recoup X, Y, or Z. All right? The problem lies in when trying to hit X, Y, or Z, they sacrifice the gameplay. They sacrifice the mechanics. They sacrifice the interactions. They sacrifice the graphics. They sacrifice the storyline. They sacrifice anything else about the fucking game to try and make it rated T. We can't have dildos around. Okay? This isn't Saints Row, the original ones that were good before they fucking remade that shit and fucked it all sorts of up. That went from a rated fucking M to a rated goddamn E. In fact, holy shit, I'll bet Peppa Pig fucking commits more fucking crime than those bastards in that game. We haven't even played it. We got it. Fucking, I think Epic gave it away once upon a blue moon. Some shit. We haven't even fucking downloaded it because we've seen the things. We got it. We might one day. Maybe that'll be one of our live streams. I don't know. We don't want to give stuff away. That's not planned. Point is, some games might benefit from it by reaching a bigger audience, but if you fuck up your game, okay, and you make it suck, then it's going to be bullshit and no one's going to want it. SHIßböX, show me an example. Show me an example. What? An example, I'll have to go back behind the curtain where the sausage is made. I'll fucking do it. You already wasted this much time anyway. Okay. All right. You're the boss, random voice. Let's see. Oh, yes. Let's see what games might have suffered a little bit because of trying to cater to X, Y, or Z. All right. Concord, anyone? Okay. Yes. They were probably trying to pander or cater to an audience or something like that. Maybe the modern gamer audience. Okay, we don't know. We don't know if that's who they were trying to appeal to. But if they were, we were all having sex with each other. Okay. All of us, everybody in the modern gaming audience, we were all disrobed. There was many, it was like it wasn't like a P. Diddy party. Okay, all right. We don't know what any of that has to do with stuff. Hold on. Fucking try and do the show, getting phone calls. Yes, legal department. Yes, no, we weren't about to make a P. Diddy party joke. No, absolutely not. Nope, not a laughing matter. Absolutely not. No. In fact, no, honestly, legal, you being on the phone with us is making it more awkward. Nope, we can just segue right into it. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, disclaimer, everything's for entertainment purposes and in no way, shape, or form, do we condone or support or know any knowledge of anything that has to do with anything. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds pretty blanketed. Yes. Legal, thank you. Again, yeah. Nope, you're the best, legal. Thanks. Interrupt the show anytime. Thank you. All right. Some games might try and push something one way or another. And if you sacrifice the gameplay or the story or the character development or progression or anything like that, then you might make something no one wants to play. Okay? And we're not saying no one wants to play Concord. Obviously, we wanted to play it. That's why we rushed out and bought a copy when it got pulled from shelves. Okay? It had nothing to do with hoping that inherently it would grow in value to where we could sell it to Dreamcast Guy's girlfriend, maybe if she didn't already have it, and buy a new PS5 Pro. Okay? But he probably already sold her a copy of Concord. Because he is our rival. He is Dreamcast Guy. We are SHIßböX. We like Xbox. He likes PlayStation, and that's okay. We have to take his class on marketing and economics, though, because he is a genius when it comes down to business decisions and practices. We need to sell shit that's deteriorated and older for full cost of what we got it for. It doesn't matter. That's a whole separate thing. We're just thinking of ways we can get the PSVR 2. So we got the PSVR, right? And you might be saying like, SHIßböX, this has nothing to do with ratings and games. I know, we're just thinking out loud. Well, don't. Get on with the show. No one wants to hear this bullshit. Okay, all right. Okay. But man, it would be sick. PSVR 2, eye tracking, all that. And I mean, you got haptic feedback in the PlayStation controllers and stuff already. Like PS5, like haptic feedback. And we don't got PS5 Pro. Haptic feedback. That'd be crazy, man. Dreamcast Guy got his PS5 Pro. He sold his PS5 to his girlfriend, whatever. Full cost, man. Full fucking cost. Holy shit. Man, we gotta go. We gotta do that. Anyhow, certain games sacrifice things about them to try to pander to someone or to a group or a whatever. And if you sacrifice your gameplay, you're going to get bad word of mouth. You're going to get folks not wanting anything to do with your game. Even if you make it free to play or try and get folks to check it out, man, on a free play weekend, no one's going to want to. No one's going to give a shit about it. Okay? Some game companies need to learn to take more risks, and at the same time, some companies possibly need to take less. All right? Companies that need to take less would be ones like Ubisoft, right? That just keep making the same fucking game over and over and over again. You can reskin it all you want, but if you keep making the same game and you don't change anything up about it, right? You're playing it safe. And the risks you are taking aren't paying off. Okay? You can make it rated M all you want. But if you're still climbing a tower, collecting X amount of collectibles, fetch questing, X amount of fetch questing, all right? And the innovation, the creation's not going to be there. Other game companies that, play it safe, EA, copy and paste in every single year. Even when you think they're taking chances on games like Anthem, okay? Jumping in suits, traversing open world, fighting stuff, right? They end up just kind of screwing it up. So it's like, hey, let's hold back the story, let's hold back the gore, let's hold back the graphics, okay? Then you have games that don't do that end up getting really good reputation, word of mouth around it. Helldivers 2. Great reputation around that game for the most part. Maybe an issue here or there. But the core community centers around them and grows with it and begins to love and appreciate the franchise. And as long as that game company maintains an adherence to standards that, regardless of where it falls on a rating system, maintain the degree of integrity and fun in the game itself, okay? They have to do that. Or else it's not going to be worth, diving into at all. And then what happens to your game? Okay? Nice one, Dreamcast Guy. Thanks for the release. Ha! Take that, our rival. It's like it's your entire fault. Maybe if he had invited us to play Concord with him, we would have. Not wanted to, because no one wanted to play that game. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that we have hit our timely obligations for the episode and it is over. We, of course, here are pretty boomer, so just, you don't gotta subscribe to us, but go unsubscribe to, like, I don't know, 4 other channels. They're probably irrelevant and don't make content anymore. Give us money or get off our lawn. That's it. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.